Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your monthly forecast. This is for the month of May, and as always, you can use this for your sun, your rising, and for your moon sign. If there's someone in your life that you care about, you can also use this forecast for them. And if for any reason you don't happen to know your sun, rising, and moon, just stick with the sign that you were born under, and you'll get the guidance that you need by doing that. Every month I organize this into 3 parts, so let me talk about that quickly. I start off with some channeled information, then I look at a Celtic cross, and I make sure that I expand it to include health, wealth, love, and destiny after that. Now, if you enjoy what you see here, just know that everything that you see is fan supported, so please stick around until the end. I'll give you some detailed information about how you can support the channel through liking and subscribing, or donating, or even booking an appointment if you'd like. I'll also put some of that here briefly, but I know you came for the forecast, so I want to get straight into that. Let's talk now about the channeled information. Each and every month, I will select a deck of cards, begin to meditate, and I pay attention then to what comes through. A lot of times, I'll get a visual download, like an image that comes into my mind's eye. Sometimes I feel something in my body, and sometimes I hear a message as well, clairaudiently. For you, it was very much a visual download, and what I could see was someone looking in either a reflective pool or a mirror, and it looked like they were reaching inside, kind of going to a new depth. And so what I put here was, this could be a combination of both like research and reflection, playing on the word here, but like thinking about something, thinking about what you see versus what you feel or what really wants to come through. There's something that's just beyond the periphery or just beyond the surface that's going to be really important this month. I would really encourage you to not rush into any major decision. Make sure that you have time to have a second set of eyes to look at something, because that other person could see something that you didn't upon the first sort of glance or read. Bounce your ideas and maybe even practice what you want to say to someone with a friend or a partner that you trust. And I think most importantly, give yourself some time to simply sit with an idea, a decision, or something that you're trying to create so that you can kind of get this 360-degree view of what's going on, not just one perspective. So also be open, I would say, to feedback, because there may be things going on in your own life that you can't see because of your own filters, your own lens. So there's a lot of reflection, both in illusion and also in thought, that you're going to have to do. Take the time to think, take the time to look past, and I think that's going to serve you really well this month. Let's go ahead now and look at the cards and see what additional messages they will convey. Just a quick note before I shuffle and lay out the Celtic cross. I like to remain quiet at this point because it gives me a chance to not only identify what's coming through, but sometimes I get additional information just looking and touching the cards, so I need to be quiet at that point. But I'll join you at the end and we'll look at each card one by one, so stick around and I'll be right back. Here's your catalyst card this month. We have the Six of Wands. It was coming through on an angle when I pulled it, and so I just want to acknowledge that this could show a sort of unexpected or a curveball sort of energy associated with the card. For me, the Six of Wands is usually about how an external group is viewing you. It's normally quite good because it shows that whatever it is that you're trying to convey or whoever you're trying to engage, they are interested, there is support, there is sort of a natural kind of buzz around what you're doing as far as like positive feedback, positive conversations, etc. Now, this card on its side is really showing you that you may want to look at different ways to get that support that you normally would. So as a person, not necessarily a business or something else, this could mean that an unexpected friendship or partnership could be coming into your life. And the way that you could meet this person is through a gathering, an event, or a social sort of connection that you wouldn't normally associate either yourself with, or even to kind of decide that you would go and engage in that activity. So if you're looking to grow your network, whether it's your social network, potential dating pool that you could kind of choose from, or if you just want to get out there a little bit, there could be some great things that come from that this month. I mentioned that because we have the Four of Wands here in the crowning position. We also have an Ace of Cups card, Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of great things surrounding business and friendships, and I would encourage you to really give that a try. Get out of your shell a little bit this month. It's a perfect time to do so. Let's now look at the cards in the spread and get some additional insights. Your central card is great here. We have the Knight of Wands. And this card in an upright position portends positive things: movement with ideas, movement with projects, also the ability to help people see things from your point of view, which is great. And that's something I'd like to highlight with the Six of Wands. Sometimes with the Six of Wands, you worry a little bit about trying to please the larger group. This card is saying that if you feel something on a sort of heart level and you can convey that passion, and you can also show them why this would be important to them, then you're going to win them over. You don't have to try to play to the audience. It's more about helping them see that this is exciting and they want to take part in it. Crossing that card, we have the Ace of Cups, which extends that message a little bit, showing that your biggest tool that you have this month is your passion, your excitement, your enthusiasm. It can be part of your charisma, it can be part of your messaging, and it's going to be an effective part there. Now, if we look at this less sort of like a business thing, this could be love coming into your life. There could be a strong fire sign represented here by the Knight of Wands, and then Ace of Cups showing that there could be love, there could be affection, there could be partnership. And the crowning position here, we have the Four of Wands, which again, that was something I was picking up on. It's important to go to those events. It's important to network and to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. And when we look at what I said earlier, going beneath the surface, there may be someone who wants to partner up with you and you can't see that initially because you might have your attention in one place. So you want to really pay attention and read the room and kind of read body language as well. Because whether it's a business partnership, a friendship, or a love interest, I don't want you to miss out on something this month. As we look at the messages from the past, this is hopefully what you've had a chance to release, but might be clinging to a little bit. There is the Fool card in reverse. I love the Fool because it shows a chance to take risks, to learn new things, to go places you never imagined. It's an exploration, even a kind of wanderlust or vagabond type card. But in the reverse, there are limits put upon that expansion. Sometimes it's because there's a fear of trying something new. There can also be sort of anxiety around, can I do it? Am I okay? Is this all right for me to do it? So what I think you need to try to embrace at the beginning of the month is just having some fun, not taking yourself so seriously, and carrying a little bit less preconceived notions and ideas with you. This is a very atypical Fool, but if we look at the Rider-Waite version, you'll notice that they just have a little knapsack on their back and they don't carry a lot with them. They're not focusing too much on trying to calculate every move. It's just following the flow, following the intuition. I think if you can do that, you're going to be led to some great and exciting opportunities. So have fun, have a sense of humor, and allow your mind sometimes to wander, and allow your body to follow as well, to try new things, to take a different route, to sit somewhere different, whether you're at school, at work, or if you're just trying to hang out during the day and think, okay, I'm going to eat at the park today and bring a lunch. Do that because you don't know who you might run across. I think that it's that serendipitous, and I really think it's more of a synchronicity than serendipity, but it's that chance meeting that could really change your whole month. In your recent past, we have the Three of Pentacles. That's a great energy to be kicking off the month with because it's a card that typically is associated with recognition. If there's something that you've been really hoping to throw your hat in for, whether it's a promotion or some sort of a submission, or you want to apply for school, or you even have been on sort of a waiting list for something. This is the month to give that a second chance or pick up the phone and see what's going on, because Three of Pentacles shows that you're much more likely to have something succeed or be recognized during a month where that comes through. The other thing is it can indicate deciding to really go after something that you care about. Higher education, position at work, some sort of a big change in your life that just feels very fulfilling. And so no matter where you're at in that path, the Three of Pentacles shows really good growth with that and a chance to connect with other people. It's worth noting that there is a lot of relationship energy. So if you are single and looking for somebody, the Ace of Cups at the center, the Three of Pentacles here in the recent past, and the Four of Wands is showing that don't be afraid to go after something that you really care about. So if it's a friend that you want to connect with or a lover that you would like in your life, you have to do some of the work. This is a card of work, but it does show receiving energy to that work. So as long as that person opens up and is receptive, it's great, and something beautiful could come out of that. And the other thing that I'm seeing here is for you to have a sense of self-confidence this month as well. So we have the Strength card in reverse, which sometimes comes through when we have an opening in our aura. And by the way, the Strength card is in near future. So the opening could be because in our past, there was a parental figure that kind of was like a helicopter mom or dad trying to constantly make us second guess our decision-making process. It could also be a boss that is hovering and always kind of just making you doubt, is this good enough? Am I good enough? Does this make sense? I'm here to tell you that it's okay. It's that one person's energy. And if you meditate this month and just try to release that energy, you're going to attract higher frequency, friendships, and opportunities. And that's what we're really seeing with the Four of Wands. It's a foundational card, and I don't want you to miss this opportunity for kind of really connecting with Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful energy. But it's kind of depending on you. And as we look at near future, we have the Strength card, and I want to connect it right now to the environment, which is the Ten of Swords. You'll notice that they're both in a reverse position, but they also have to do with how you feel. So if you're burning the candle at both ends this month, you have to stop, you have to take a break and really allow your body to recharge. If not, you could end up getting like the flu or something else, and you don't really want that. You really want to maintain your general well-being, and you don't want to be taken out of commission for a while because there's so much positive energy. This is one potential area that you don't want to kind of like stumble and then have that be something that you regret in the long run. That's why we do these readings. Free will and decision-making ability, you can totally avoid this. The other thing with the Strength card here is that it's your time to start to take more ownership over things in your life. This is kind of a knock on the door saying, be more accountable. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. If there's someone that you want to say hello to, do that this month. Show that sort of entrepreneurial and independent and self-reliant energy. Once you start to make a habit of that, then it gets ingrained in your energy and people start to associate you with all of those qualities and whatever else you'd like to create. I mention that because in your ego this month, we have the High Priestess, and she is I think one of the best manifestation cards that you can see, particularly in that position. That's showing you that what you see in your third eye, what you feel in your heart, all of that is immediately something that you can start to create and reach out towards. So if you believe in yourself, others will believe in you. If you fear things, they're going to pick up on that fear and sort of come in and take advantage of your uneasiness with yourself. So don't let them do that. You have so much beautiful energy to bring this month. Believe in yourself, stand up for what you want, ask for what you need, and make sure that you take proper care of yourself, getting rest, getting sleep, getting a massage if you need to. The Ten of Swords can show acute pain. So for some of you that may have some sort of a long-term illness that occasionally comes back, this could be a month where you really want to manage that well, and don't be afraid to ask for help, or again, just take the time off, because I do think it's manageable. It's just a matter of how far you push yourself. There also, of course, with this card are issues that sometimes pop up with alignment of the spine, having neck pain, back pain, you want to go to a doctor if you feel any of these things and make sure that you get them taken care of. Oftentimes when I see this card, it's a reminder that if you've had success in the past with this, like a massage therapist, an acupuncturist, or a Reiki healer, this could be a good time to repeat that and allow for your body just to receive a healing. It's time to do some preventative medicine. It was reversed, so it's a subtle energy. It's an opportunity for you to avoid that eventual outcome, so know that you can do that. As we look at fears, hopes, opportunities, we have the Five of Swords. There could be some instances this month where you're not going to be able to have kind of like a win-win situation. You might have to make a difficult decision, trust that decision, and move forward. As I said earlier, there's this sort of nudge to not take yourself too seriously, and I think part of this would be knowing that none of us are perfect, and sometimes we have to just move on, we have to let go. And the Fool card is really symbolic of new beginnings. You end with the World, you begin with the Fool. So if you can just kind of let go, then you can really put the energy, your attention, and everything into something better. You end the month here with the Page of Pentacles card, which is improvement, hopefully with self-worth, oftentimes with resources, having more time, having more money. Could be a new job. It could be communication of an opportunity as well. Now, because this card is touching the Five of Swords, there could be some things coming through this month when it comes to money or decisions around a job or money that could be the source of an argument, because right under that we have the Ten of Swords. So be careful there and know that you have to make that decision that feels best. That's really what the Five of Swords was saying. So trust yourself, make the decision, try to avoid unnecessary disputes, and at the end of the day, you might need to just hold your ground or walk away from a situation and think, this is it. I can't really deal with this anymore. It's time to move on to something different, something better. So hopefully that helps you. And I would say try to walk the higher path. Don't get into the same sort of lower frequency energy that some other people might put out there if an argument does ensue. All right, let's go ahead now and expand the forecast. We're going to take a look at health, wealth, love, and destiny, beginning with health. For me, health is a combination of mind, body, and spirit. We already picked up on some stress that might be existing. Let's see if this can yield any sort of information on how you can deal with that. Your message in health this month is to slow down. It's interesting that we have this old-fashioned hourglass here at the center. Back in the day where this was used to tell time, once all the sand would fall through to one side, you'd have to reset it so that it could fall through again. And really this is just symbolic of not having to rush things and also not rushing yourself. Let's look at that in the sort of aspect of mind, body, and spirit. With the mind, it's just being patient with people that you love, knowing that relationships take time, they take energy on both sides. You need to feel that sense of collaboration and reciprocity. The other thing that comes through with this is taking your time in activities, not trying to sort of like just rush through or fast forward through the day, through the week, through the month. You really want to be as present as possible to take it all in, to enjoy when that recognition does happen in your life, or when somebody is interested and wants to connect with you, and to celebrate those moments, because there's a lot of other moments throughout your year that are not as wonderful. So celebrate the little victories, savor each and every day, and know that it's a blessing. The other thing here is to be present and pay attention when you're driving, when you're working out, when you're walking. So with this, if you're rushing, and this is going opposite of the divine timing or the sort of like just enjoying the moment, what this could mean is having some sort of a personal injury, having your car in an accident, slipping and falling. So you just want to try not to multitask this month when it comes to those essential tasks. Try not to rush things to completion before you're feeling good, before the project or the situation is truly ready. And also trust that if you keep showing up, if you keep doing the work, everything will happen in exactly the time that it needs to. Your presence of mind and being and energy is all that's required. The final piece to this is that this month offers a chance to reset. We have the Fool card here in reverse, and so if you can embrace the positive aspects of the Fool, which we talked about earlier, you will have a chance to let go of the past, not sort of carry any sort of weight on your shoulders, whether it's feelings of attachment to something, wishing that it could have happened, feelings of resentment, or just fear and anticipation. Just take a deep breath, be present, be free, and go towards what it is that you need or want in your life. Hit the reset button, trust in the timing, don't rush, and you're going to be able to make it. Let's now take a look at wealth and see what's coming through for you, not just with money or with career, but also self-worth and how you approach those opportunities in your life. What a fantastic card to come through in wealth. We have here fertility, which is showing growth and abundance. And it says, it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. And the condition part was really what we were talking about, hitting reset. You could have a nice clean slate this month and develop something brand new because you're not tethered by the past. When we look at giving birth to new ideas, that's what we see here with the Knight of Wands. This is not just about the idea, but the expression and the delivery of the idea. And when we see, what's coming through, we have the Page of Pentacles, which again could be a delivery or news of some sort of new job opportunity, an investment, or a chance for you to grow or fix your finances. And that's really what we see here is sustainability, growth, and change. What's important for you, though, is to not be tentative about this, to not feel like, I don't know if I can do this. You do have to go after some of these things that you believe in or that you really want to create in your life. So that would be my one sort of stipulation or warning there. But by and large, what a fabulous card. All you want to avoid this month, I would say, is unnecessary drama, any sort of arguments, and also if you can't take care of yourself, then you could miss one of these opportunities. There really isn't much negative, though, when I'm looking at that card. This is a chance for change, for growth, for development. So embrace that energy. This is a confirmation that indeed that's at your disposal this month, should you choose to go in that direction. So we looked at health and wealth. Now let's look at love. For me, love is not simply about a romantic relationship. It really touches everyone in your life. I think love is a universal way to connect. It's the only currency that matters. It's the only thing we take with us. So let's see what you can do to maximize and really grow in that space this month. What a beautiful message that came through here. I want to turn it up right so you can see it. It says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that's what I was just talking about, that I do believe love is the currency of the universe, the thing that we take with us. I also think it's one of the highest frequencies, if not the highest frequency. And the way to attract that is to be in the frequency of love, something I talked about in a previous video. By opening your heart, giving to others, donating your time, your energy, and really just allowing your heart to expand as much as possible, you're going to then sort of have that be an attractive force. Other people will see that, there's just this wealth of love and energy coming out of you. You don't have to put this into a relationship. You can put this into things that you are passionate about, the environment, a job, a project, improving yourself, helping others improve themselves. Love and generosity can come in a lot of different ways. It's just about taking that passion and making the world better in some way, shape, or form. But if you would like to kind of connect with people this month, I'm seeing that it's more open for you. The Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. A couple of cards here showing potential suitors with the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. The main thing that you have to focus on, though, is that feeling that I am enough. I'm more than enough. And that's the Strength card, and that's really what's coming through here for you. So I'm here to remind you that You're amazing. You're worth being loved. It's safe for you to love and to be loved. Let's go ahead now and move to your destiny card. This is your chance to either embrace where you're headed or course correct, depending on the message coming through. In your destiny position here, we have the Milky Way, and I love that it shows perspective here. We sometimes forget where we're at in our own lives. We get caught up in all of the minutia, in the little things. We try to rush through, as I was talking about earlier. And it's really important to take that moment to just get a bird's eye view on what's going on in your life. To me, this is symbolic of self-love and also really being appreciative, having gratitude. It reminds me of that movie, It's a Wonderful Life, where the main character can't see how much he means to other people until he's seeing it through the lens of him almost being a ghost. It's almost too late, and there's an angel that comes in to help. And of course, at the beginning, it's kind of like these little constellations talking, and that's why it's reminding me of that movie. And I've never gotten that when I saw this before, so I think some of you may need to realize that you make a profound impact on this world. I get a sense of sadness when I tap into that card, and I see that with the Ten of Swords too. So some of you may have had someone come in that said maybe a hurtful thing or made you doubt yourself. Or maybe you're just in a moment today where you're kind of in a little bit of a funk emotionally and wondering does it all matter? It does. That's why you're listening today. And even if everything's going well for you, this card is showing you, hey, slow down and enjoy this ride. There's a lot of other people that are struggling and are going through those moments of sort of existential crisis, wondering, why am I doing this? Why am I here, etc. Slow down, take a moment. If you want to course correct. Otherwise, thank your lucky stars that your life is going well, and know that there are people out there that care about you. They want to support you. It's coming through this month. Ask for help, lean on them, know that it's actually a sign of strength to do so. And I think that's part of that message. So I want to reiterate that I don't know you, but I talk to you all the time. I just want to let you know you make a difference. You care enough about yourself to listen to this video and try and do some self-improvement. You can get through anything that's coming through your path, whether it feels like it's fantastic or it's challenging. You have what it takes. Let this month be a reset. Use it to the max. There's so much positive energy that wants to really kind of lift you up to the next level. And I hope you can do that. Let's go ahead now and review everything that we talked about, and then we'll wrap up with a final message at the end. Your channeled message this month was to look beneath the surface. Give yourself time for reflection, for research, and kind of the other way of looking at this is to kind of go above, because sometimes you're so far down a particular thought path or there's so much going on in your life that you lose perspective. So whether it's digging deeper or getting above a situation, it's two ways of sort of communicating the same thing. Understand how beautiful your life is and what you can contribute. Get back on that soul path if you got off of it. There's a lot of energy of support that's coming through this month with the Six of Wands. If you're interested in getting people engaged in what you want to do, we also see that manifesting here with the Four of Wands. So know that that energy of support is there. At the center, we have Knight of Wands. So this is about ideas coming forth, and your passion is what's really going to engage yourself, create momentum, and also engage others. Try not to take yourself too seriously. Try to be free, allow things to flow. We see that symbolized also by the hourglass here. Time flows, opportunities come through exactly when they need to. Three of Pentacles. If you haven't asked for a raise or a promotion, or you haven't done something for yourself developmentally, this is the chance to do it. The Three of Pentacles is a chance to go for higher education, higher development, or also to get the recognition after you've done the work. Four of Wands, love, friendship, partnership, coupled with that Ace of Cups could be something beautiful. The Strength card here is reminding you to not give up your own personal strength, your own will, whether it's the will to fight for what you want or survive in a situation that's challenging, you can do it. That's something that I was picking up on with this and with this as well. So keep your perspective, take care of your body, Don't get into unnecessary arguments. Fight the battles that matter. Let the other ones go. The other card that's coming through here is the High Priestess, which is fantastic for being able to manifest, being able to bring forth ideas, and really being able to inspire others. It's important that you believe in yourself whenever you see this card, because thoughts absolutely are connected to your ability to create, so believe in yourself. What I'm looking at here with the environment, again, is to just try to let go of anything toxic and know that once you do that, it opens up the fertility that we see here. Don't second guess yourself if you do need to walk away from something. That's what the Five of Swords is saying. And ultimately, there's a lot of developmental sort of energy that wants to come through. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles kind of bookending this, so know that it's there if you want it. For health, slow down, enjoy every moment, don't rush. Remember, to have the reset, you have to also let go of what you did before and focus instead on what you want to create. For wealth, that's what we see with fertility. Again, it's the time to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Just believe it and then follow through on it. It's okay for you to be loved. Even if you were hurt before, love wants to come through this time. So open your heart and your mind when you're ready and know that it's there knocking at the door. Perspective, as I said, you have a lot to be grateful for. You have this reading, if nothing else, to help you reset, and I hope that it does that. And if you're in a really blessed place in your life, then share that love with someone that needs it. So that brings this monthly reading to a close, but I'm always here for you if you ever need to talk about something going on in your life. Maybe it's a big decision, or you want to talk about spiritual development or something else. Click on that first card in the video or the first link below it, and you can check out my rates and availability there. If that makes sense for you, feel free to book an appointment, and I look forward to talking to you. Otherwise, I mentioned at the beginning that everything that you see here is viewer supported, much like when you're listening to public radio. So if you enjoyed what you saw here and you'd like to contribute in a small way, you can click on the second card in the video or the second link below the video. This will take you to my website where you can do a one-time donation, or you can join me on Patreon and do something in a recurring basis. These donations help offset the production time and the production costs for doing these videos. And so I'd like to thank everyone who's already done that. You made today possible. And if you would like to give back and make a future video possible, go ahead and click that link and know that it means a lot to me. It takes me about 12 days each month to do this because I only do one per day, and they take about 5 hours a piece. So again, thank you so much for letting me make this possible for you. If you would like to give back in a different way that doesn't really require money, just a couple of clicks and some time on your part, then simply like and subscribe the video. Join me across social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also my newsletter. And if you feel that this was really beneficial and you want someone else to enjoy it, then post it on your social media feed. That is a great way to spread this message and to help me help others. And that's really why I'm here each and every month. I want to empower and to kind of create this energy of enlightenment. I mention in my newsletter and sometimes at the close of these videos that I'm really trying to create teachers and light workers on this planet so that we can kind of illuminate this planet with love, with light, with the sense of hope, really, at the end of the day. And I think that's the message for you this month, too, is to not lose perspective, to not lose hope, because the big energy that came through for you was growth and fertility and opportunity. But it does require letting go. And letting go is hard because sometimes we wear our past, whether it's failures or success or a little bit of both, as this sort of comfortable blanket around us, because we can depend on what always has been, but it doesn't have to define our future. This month, you have a chance to hit reset. You have a chance to engage people around you. You can start some new projects, some new habits in your life, and you can inspire others by doing just that. Thank you so much for letting me spend the past half hour or so with you, and for choosing me. You have so many choices here on YouTube. So much love and light to you now and always. I'll see you again next month. Take care.